My name is Brehon and I would like to welcome you back to the channel. Are you using your mental abilities to make history, or are you simply recording history made by others? The Magic of Thinking Big, written by Schwartz, goes into deep detail on the potential and possibilities of self-belief. Now, all successes are started with the man or woman who believes in themselves. Henry Ford once stated, "Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right." Believe you can succeed, and you will. Believe you are important, and you will be. Think about the person you want to be a month from now. Think about the person you want to be a year from now. Think about the person you want to be 5 years from now. All right? And think about the person you want to be 20 years from now. Set that vision and make it clear. Don't worry about your age. Samuel L. Jackson, man, he was 46 years old before he started his first movie. Sam Walton punched the clock for 20 years before opening up his first Walmart. You are never too old to do incredible things. Now, always think success. Never think failure. Never doubt what you can do. Think, I can do it. I can do it. And let that be your dominant thinking. Now, remind yourself you are better than you think you are. Never sell yourself short. Believe big, set goals, and have big dreams. Now, if you think small, you're gonna get small. So you might as well think big anyway. And always think win-win. And believe there is no other way but success. Now, in order to be highly effective, we must study and observe other people. Study successful people as well as unsuccessful people. Learn what they do, right? The unsuccessful people, they say things like, "What makes you qualified to speak on this particular subject?" Or, "The only way you can get rich is by winning the lottery." You know, that's foolish thinking. You know, the unsuccessful person, they do things like blame their surroundings, they blame the politicians, or even blame their children for their lack of achievement. Never make excuses. No excuses for your financial situation. Look where you are. Look at where you are currently and see a bigger and better tomorrow for yourself. And get to work. Look, make no excuses for your bad health. Now, did you know 3 out of every 4 people are in the hospital due to emotionally induced illnesses? I know there was this lady who had a mother who passed away from an illness. And every year she went back to the doctor and she would say to her physician, "Just lay it on me, doc. I know I have the same illness my mother died from." And the doctor would say, "No, you are perfectly fine." Anytime she would catch a cold, she would go to the doctor and she would go on to tell the doctor the reason why she's sick is because she has come down with the illness that her mother died from. And the doctor would go on to say, "No, you're perfectly fine." 5 years later, she finally came down with the illness and she passed away from it. Now, imagine if her and the same 3 out of 4 people in the hospital had goals and dreams, you know, something excited to wake up to every morning. You know, they probably wouldn't think that way, or they probably wouldn't be in this situation. You know, there are some of us who do have certain illnesses, but you can't have a negative attitude about it. Now, these are 3 things you can do regarding your health. Never talk about your health. The more you talk about it, the worse it seems to get. Now, number 2, refuse to worry about your health. Be grateful for the life you have. And number 3, remind yourself it is better to wear out than to rust out. Now, with that being said, you are what you think you are. How you think determines how you act, and how you act determines how you react to others. Now, your physical exterior affects your mental interior. How you look on the outside affects how you think and how you feel on the inside. I remember Deion Sanders once stated, "When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you play good. And when you play good, baby, the pay's good." So don't let negative thinking people or the negators destroy your plan to think yourself to success. Now, these negators, they're everywhere, and they love sabotaging the positive thinkers. Now, moving on. Next, never overestimate someone else's intelligence or underestimate your own intelligence. See, we can learn to do anything with a keen interest or desire to learn. Now let's talk about confidence. There is nothing like fear. Fear is success enemy number one. Fear can cripple a man. Fear comes in all shapes and fashions. So we fear embarrassment, we fear rejection, we fear failure. Oh, fear closes our mouth in certain times. Fear shortens our life. And fear prevents people from getting the things they really want in life. It's important to build confidence to overcome your fears, all right? To be confident, to think confidently, and act confidently. You must act the way you want to feel. Now, our emotions have a huge impact on how we feel. So work on managing your emotions. Managed emotions can help change emotions. Now listen, one of the quickest ways to get your emotions moving into a confident and positive place is by smiling more often. Nothing boosts confidence like a sincere smile. So develop a great smile. Develop good body language. Walk with your shoulders back and your head held high. And walk with a purpose. Walk like you have some place to be. Walking faster can actually add 15 years to your life. Practice making good eye contact. Failure to make eye contact says one or two things. I have something to hide, or I fear you. And remember, we fear no man. Next, be a front row seater. All right, listen, most people are afraid to sit up front. Don't be like most people. When attending meetings at work or at church or concerts, always try to sit up front. See, when you sit up front, it builds great confidence. And also, speak up and speak often. Ask questions, make statements, let your voice be heard. One of the greatest weaknesses a person can have is self-deprecation, selling oneself short. So develop your own personal SWOT analysis. Build on your strengths, identify your weaknesses and opportunities, and improve upon the threats to your overall potential. Encourage others. Always have great things to say about people. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. So use your words to empower people, to uplift people, and to motivate people. See, big thinkers, they train themselves to not only see what is, but what something could be. Now, your eyes must always be focused on what could be, the big objective. When you believe, the brain actively finds ways to solve problems. Again, you must believe in your success, and you must believe in yourself. See, when you believe, it releases the creative powers in your mind, all right? And also, eliminate the word impossible from your vocabulary. Impossible is a failure word. It's impossible, or that's impossible, sets off a chain of events to prove you right. Now, most people are average. And average people have always hated on the progress of others. So don't worry about what others have to say. Don't worry about what others do. Always think big for you and your success. Let's talk about listening skills. You must be a good listener. See, God gave you 2 ears for the purpose of listening twice as much as you talk. See, average people, they love to talk. They love to gossip. They love to complain. But the great ones, they master the art of listening and use this skill for competitive advantage. Who are your associates? See, you will always be judged by the company you keep. See, birds of a feather flock together. So hang around winners, people that are doing things and going places. See, blessings rain down on a man who believes in the magic of thinking big. Sometimes all you have to do is be in the right place at the right time, and a few blessings may rain down on you as well. And we've all heard this before. Your attitude determines your altitude. Your attitude is the mirror of your mind. Your body language is the reflection of that mind. And remember, 60% of all communication is nonverbal. 30% is the tone, and 10% is only the words. So walk, talk, communicate like a leader, and think like a leader. See, a leader is a decision-making machine. When you think creatively, you are bringing forth the raw materials, the ideas, and the suggestions of others. And by effective listening, you can make a unseen a reality. Here are a few questions you should have the answers to. Now, if you don't have the answers to these questions, get to work. Number 1, 10 years from now, you made the world a better place by what? Number 2, 10 years from now, you are earning X amount of dollars because you did what? And number 3, 10 years from now, your community will describe you as what? And there you have it, the magic of thinking big. Now, I hope you enjoyed this presentation. If so, please leave a like. And this is your first time checking me out, hit the subscribe button. Hey, and keep coming back for more wealth building information. Peace.